recording? I'll say yes, I am. Yeah, thank you so much for that reminder. Okay, so I think we are gonna get to do the truck. I think we'll do the blocks. And yeah, that's it. Okay, cool. Yay. Everybody, I'm gonna hide the chat. I'm gonna put Stacy in charge. Ooh, Ronan and Kieran are here. That's good. The guys. The lively bunch. All right. So yes, we are in fact recording. Gentlemen, welcome. It's interesting that you guys are on the floor because we are drawing a scene that takes place on the floor. We're going to kind of draw all of the objects oriented to being on the same ground. Yes. Who's that? Is it Kieran?
It's Rohan. We're
Oh.
late.
Yes, you are a couple minutes late, indeed. But you really haven't missed much, actually. We're going to start off with some like simpler objects. Oh my God, here comes Stacy. She's going to make so much noise. Wait for it. Oh, she's eating, so she's not going to.
Ah.
Hey, Stacy.
Hello, Trevor.
I'm glad you made it.
I'm so happy to be here. Excuse me, I had a mouthful of popcorn. I
You were eating
almost
popcorn?
choked. Oh, yes, because I saw that you were recording and I was so happy
Yes.
that I almost choked on my popcorn.
I have to admit, though, I did not remember. There may have been a very intelligent student who remembered her name might begin with a T, but I don't want to give anything away.
Toby.
It's Toby.
She's the one that thought of it.
Thank you.
Okay. So just to give you guys a hint, there's a style of drawing that if you make the same angles all the time, you can put it anywhere you want. So let me show you what I mean. So I'm going to just draw a quick square. This is my book, so I can draw in it. So I'm going to draw a square. And then see the angle of this block? I'm going to stick with that same angle. And I'm going to move it back in space. So now there, and like that, now that block, and there's a little shadow on this side. So I'll put a little shadow over here, a little shadow. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know. Why is the shadow on that side? The shadow would be better going this way. Anyway, so you want to like, when we accumulate all of these objects, and then I'm going to put this round part in here. I'm going to imagine that they're all like, this is like a rug. And maybe I can put a board on the rug. Anyway, we'll talk about that afterwards. This is an excuse to draw a bunch of really fun things. And I want to like basically build.
Are we supposed to be drawing this?
No, you're not supposed to be drawing anything yet. We're just going to go through, we're going to like systematically go through some things. And I hope, and I don't know if she gives us the step-by-step for the fish bowl, but we are definitely going to be drawing a fish bowl.
And excuse me, but should we also know for a fact that you will be drawing at least one fish?
Yeah, we'll be drawing a fish.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, party people, are you ready for this? Let's do it. Do you guys have your pencils and even color pencils? We're gonna sketch it. We'll be fast, and then we're gonna color it. So let me go grab my color pencils. I forgot them.
Oh my. You have some color pencils.
Pencils are double-sided.
What's that?
They're double-sided, my color pencil.
Oh, really? Are they two separate colors, or is it like light green, dark green?
This.
I have some gold and silver. I hope this is plugged in.
Oh my gosh.
Is that loud?
Oh, are you kidding? It was
I'm-
like
I'm sorry.
It's like a
Sorry,
fire
hold on.
ant going by my head.
All right, hold on. Let me try to mute this.
It's okay. It's okay. Now I know it's coming.
No. I should mute it. Hold on, let me mute it.
What are you eating? Oh, here, Tucker.
Are we gonna draw the fish?
I think we will be, but just not yet. I've never seen a fishbowl where Trevor has not drawn a fish in it, ever, ever. And I've seen him draw many fish bowls.
It's true. I like to draw fish. That's kind of a hobby. Hold on. Let me just. Does this one even fit in here? Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, there's the fish right there. Let's go step by step. So just I'm gonna move this just for a second. So we're just gonna go down the line. We've got one, step two, step three. There's only 3 steps. And I think this is what she does. She gives us this like dotted line thing to help everybody start. I don't think that's necessary.
Nah.
No, I don't think it's necessary. So we're gonna go 3 steps. We'll start with step 1, step 2, and then this one is shading. So during the 3rd step, we can do what I call embellish. So we can color it and we can add more things like for fun. All right. Zoom in a little bit, move this down.
Are you going to draw all of that 3 scenes?
I think so. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to draw 3. All right, so here we go. Let's just start with the darker of the 2. I'm going to start with the top one because it's like furthest to the left. You don't have to start like that, but we're going to start with a rectangle. And then, not that I do dots like this all the time, but if you start with 4 dots to represent your rectangle, I find it easier to connect to make the line and connect it when there's like a dot right there. Except that line was a little bit off, but who cares? All right, so we got our rectangle. And then I think what this artist does, her strategy is to basically make the same rectangle or even make a slightly smaller one. So I'm going to make 4 dots again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's almost like you're moving everything up a little bit to the right. Each dot is like a little bit up and to the right. Up and to the right, up and to the right from our original one. We're shifting everything over a little bit. And then we can draw our second one. So the order with which you do this, like I drew 2 rectangles that were overlapping but not connected. And then I think if you look in step 2, yes. So step 2, then she asks you to connect them. I'm going to do the block this way. Let me show you. I'm going to do the block where we start off with the square. And a square has, the equal sides, 4 equal sides. So I'm going to start with a square, 4 dots, and connect the lines. And then I'm going to actually use the line to draw the side of the box first, which is not how we did it the first time. And I'm bringing this up because there's different ways of going about making drawings that are both successful. Like you can be successful doing both ways. Okay, let's try the hard one. And that would be this block in here, because this is a 3D block. So again, we actually start with a rectangle. So this will be 1 with the rectangle, 2 with the cube, and then 3 with the block that has like a tunnel through it. So I'm going to start with these 4 sides, 4 dots that give us 4 sides of the front of our block. And then I'm going to move up and to the right on all 4 corners, up and to the right, up and to the right, up and to the right, up and to the right. And I'm going to sketch my second rectangle. Hope you guys are following me. If I go too fast, let me know. Okay. So I'm going to draw the hole, but I'm going to draw the hole just on the front part, just on the front block. So it makes kind of like a rainbow. Now it's like, well, where do we start on the second block? This is like where it kind of gets interesting. If you go up and to the right, up and to the right, up and to the right, and then you do the same thing with these 4 points. So it goes up and to the right with the base of the block, and you go up and to the right with the next block. So you have our 2 starting points, and then you do the rainbow again. Cool, right?
Yeah, it really is.
And I think if you connect those 2 dots, it will begin to look like it's inside. You know, there's like a tunnel.
Hey, Mr. Trevor,
Yeah,
you didn't connect one of the points.
it's true. Let's move into the second phase to see if she does that. Because so in her phase 2, so this will put phase 1, P-H-A-S-E, phase 1, and then P-H-A-S-E, phase 2. She does connect it there, which I didn't. But what we're making in phase 2 is almost like a glass box. Let me move this out. So I'm going to say these are like glass cubes because you can see through it. You can see through to the back. You can see to the back box. Now, in order to make them look solid, we're going to have to erase those back lines. And that's where we're going now, is into phase 3. So let me see if I'm going too fast, y'all let me know. So now we have 2 options. We could make it colored glass. And I might even do that with this one. Like with my first one, see how all those lines are there? We can make it a colored glass box. I mean, that's a thing. Shade one side, shade the other. And then I could, darken one side, show that there's like a shadow part of that glass box. Show that by darkening the lines that are the parts that are closest to us, that makes it pop forward. That's a nice glass box. The cube, on the other hand, if I want to make that solid, I am going to not do any of the back lines. So I'm going to shade the front plane. I'm going to shade the side, and that goes really dark. And then there's a little bit of a shadow on the ground. Because if the light's coming from the left, it's going to create a shadow, and then it's going to throw a shadow on the ground. I forgot that part on the glass box. It'll be a little bit more diffused. I am aware that colored pencils don't erase very well. So I'm gonna have to make this one glass too. If you have erasers, look at this one. So I'm gonna make a tunnel block again, but I'm gonna do it with graphite. Because then you can erase the graphite. And I promise we're not gonna be doing blocks all day, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. All right, I'm going to start my opening. Up and back. Start that opening. So you guys can be coloring your blocks, by the way. You don't have to be doing what I'm doing. So if I want to make this block solid, unlike this glass box that I made over here, I made a glass tunnel, which is cool because that could be like an aquarium.
Oh. So I think I just had an epiphany. Okay, not an
How
epiphany.
Make it solid.
I made it solid by erasing all of the.
I did mine.
Let's see it. Nice. This is also the similar shape as the Arc de Triomphe in Paris. I don't know if you've ever seen that. It's like a triumphal arch, and it's like a very classical form. So in answer to your question, how do you make it solid? I erased everything that would be on the other side of the glass to make it solid wood. And then I can shade it accordingly. So the inside of the tunnel will be in shadow. I can actually show some shade on the ground. And then the far right-hand side, oh dear. What's Kristen saying? Oh, we need a Gilman. Hold on, I got this is a text from Gilman. Sorry, this is time sensitive. Okay. So yeah, I darkened the lines that are the new border, the new outlines, and then I'm shading it. It's kind of, I mean, I don't want to say it's self-explanatory, but if you're using colored pencils, it's really hard to erase colored pencils. So, and I didn't, I wish they had, I think they do make some colored pencils that are easier to erase than others.
So I have a question, Trevor.
Hold on, yes, can you ask it while we look at everybody's blocks? I'm just going to have a look at it real quick to see what everybody's doing, because I don't want to go too far. Because it's going to start to get a little bit more advanced with the car and the wheels and stuff.
Yeah.
Let's stop the share. What was your question though, Stace?
You know what? It's okay.
let's see it.
I want to see everybody share and I don't want to miss anything. So it can wait.
All right. You're pinned at the moment. Did you sketch it?
Oh, I am? I did.
Oh no, sorry, I just pinned Toby instead.
Okay,
There's
Toby.
Penn. Okay, no, you're good now.
Who's good?
Stacy, you're up. Ooh, those blocks are great. Oh, that
Thank
looks
you.
nice. That looks nice in the project from this morning too.
Thank you.
All right.
Lillian and William, you look
Yeah,
like
it looks
you're
like you
so
guys are
ready.
ready. Can we see Lillian and William? It looks like I'm gonna replace that pin.
Oh,
Yeah.
hold that
That's
back.
William.
Tiny-
William, yeah, it's really good. It's really good.
Yeah.
Your bottom right-hand corner might need to be angled a little bit. Can you see the cursor? You may give an angle right there, right in that corner.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
cursor's not on there.
Oh yeah, sorry, I can't see it. Yeah, the left side is perfect. The right side, the base of the right side, the side of it needs to have a little angle. But your arc is like, you can drive a car through that thing. It's amazing. Your cube is amazing too. All right, let's see Lillian's. Good work. It's gonna be a nice day. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Cool. I would say it's interesting. It's the same thing on your tunnel. if you look at the lower right-hand corner of your tunnel, you got to get an angle. You have it flat bottom, then it's got to be angled bottom. It doesn't have to be. It's just it could help. These are all my advice is just they're all just suggestions. All right, Zoe with an EY.
Okay.
And Mina needs to change her screen name. Okay, replace pin.
Nice.
So sick.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, these shadows are great. So when you make shadows on the ground, you can go in usually in two directions. So you can go horizontal, which you don't have to use, or you can choose one angle. I just want you to know that when you lay shadows in on a ground plane, usually the part you make them horizontal first, and then you can add more to darken it up. Okay, Zoe with an IE. Yeah, those are super clean. Isn't it so fun drawing, like thinking in terms of glass and then also thinking in terms of solids? Good. Well done. Well done indeed. Rohan and Kieran, can we see your cubes, dudes?
Oops.
Replace pin.
Hold on, Rohan and Kieran, you were here and then you weren't.
They're there. Yeah. So yeah, these are great. So this is basically the foundations of like architecture. The architectures are usually made with bricks and arches. Those are kind of the two principal elements. How about your Kieran? I mean, yeah.
I'm not ready.
Okay, take your time. You're fine. And is there anyone else that wanted to show that didn't get to show it yet? Toby, did we even see yours? I think we did, didn't we? No, I think we put you off.
You know?
Place pin. Well, it's not me, but
Oh, sorry about that. Toby?
okay, cool. Phenom.
Oh,
Whoa, and you
barn
took
of a-
it. You took the liberties of creating a barn. Now we have to make.
Yeah.
Now we have to make barnyard animals to go along with the barn. Like.
I did a rectangle one, but I turned out doing a house.
Okay, so it's a house. I was envisioning a barn. My niece just got a book. Like I don't know. It's like a kid's book. It was like I like barnyard animals or something, and the drawings are actually really good. Like the illustrations for the barnyard animals, and we can do that someday. I love drawing animals. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the screen share. Anybody that didn't show, we'll just look at it next time when you're ready. Well, there'll be plenty more opportunities. All right, so we're gonna follow the same kind of principle where we draw the front and then we'll extend the 3 dimensions back at the same angle. I think it's the same angle as the blocks.
Trevor, can I see your drawing? I really want to see your Arc de Triomphe.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I'd like to see
Ready?
all of them, but that one is really a little bit challenging for me, and this makes it
Yeah.
easier to see it.
This was the angle right here that some people were forgetting about. So it's like you get the top angle, and then you also get the bottom angle.
And the angle inside of the arc is the same as the outer angles, correct?
Yes.
Ah,
So yes,
okay.
this angle here is the same as this angle here. And then
So
there's the invisible one here and the second invisible one there.
So the actual arc can be any, it can be low, it can be high, it can be,
Correct. That's
Okay.
kind of up for interpretation. You know, you can think of like train tunnels take on this form
Okay.
a lot. And
Got it.
you watch the train tracks go through. That's cool. I'm all about this. Okay, sorry, I embellished. All right, let's try this car. Now the car is not really a car. It's actually a toy car, because remember, this is on the floor of a kid's bedroom, which I think everybody saw. All right, so let's do the first one. Let's zoom in. Oh my gosh, why am I taking? Maybe I zoomed in a little too far. I don't need my pens right now. All right, I'm gonna start with a flat base. And this is the undercarriage of the car. So however long you make that line, that's gonna be how long your car is. You can start from the back and go forward, or you can start from the front and move back, which I think makes a little bit more sense. So this is gonna be the hood. And then it hits the front of the windshield. So this is the intersection of the hood and the windshield. And maybe it's like a Volkswagen Bug or something like that. So then
Yeah.
it curls up. And then I think we should put a little bumper on there. So I'm just gonna put a little bumper on the back. Wow, groovy. So we don't have any details right now. Then I'm gonna put a dot for where I think the wheels should go. I'm gonna make the wheels a little bit closer to the front. So here's it's not my trick, but it's something that's really helpful. If you want to be able to draw a circle, I think I might have gone over this in this class, but if you draw a circle, if you start with the square teaches you so many things, and I'll show you what it does. If you put a crisscross through the middle of your square, that finds you the very center. And making circles, you got to know where the middle is. So you start with the center, and then you can see you can run a vertical and a horizontal. And what happens is that when you draw a circle, it's going to touch the exact middle of each side of the square. So I can actually begin my circle by drawing these little parentheses. So I haven't drawn a circle yet, but I know that the outside has got to touch the middle of each side. And then I'm going to try and rotate the.
And was there,
you can even rotate the paper. Like if your hand makes like an arc that looks like this, you can rotate the paper, or you can rotate it more. So the paper can turn. You can change, you can move your angle, you can move your hand. Like you don't have to, there's a lot of ways that you can draw these things that you don't have to it's not like handwriting where you stay in the same position. Yeah.
I think there was a
You have a question,
question,
yeah, what's up?
comment?
What's your
No?
question?
I can show my blocks now.
Will you just
Good.
save it till after we do the car? Because I have to,
Yeah.
because then I have to stop the share. Just hold off. I'm sure they're
Well,
off.
are we supposed to draw that block, like the square circle thing?
You do not have to do that because I'm going to show you how to do it right here. So then if you draw a square around where you want your wheel, that's how you get the circle. Top, bottom, bottom, excuse me, left, right, top, bottom. And it's just practice. If you want to freehand a circle for that wheel, you don't need to start with the square. I just show you little techniques because sometimes it makes life a little easier. And it makes it even easier, especially when you're trying to draw the same size wheel. So if you draw one wheel, it's not that big a deal. But for the second wheel, you get, the top of one wheel has got to line up with the top of the other. The bottom of one wheel has got to line up with the bottom of the other. And then you can have equal distance on both sides to get your square. So we have two squares that are the same size, top, bottom, left, and right. And if I did my job right, the circles should be pretty close to the same ones. And that's the kind of, it's not a trick, but it's kind of a skill. When you have it's easy to draw one object. It's a little bit harder to draw two of the same objects that are the same size.
Yeah, this has been a huge tool for me that Mr. Twist taught me some time ago, and it's really served me very, very well.
Good. All right, let's see what her phase 2 looks like. Nice. So the nice thing about phase 2 is that phase phase one is still there. So it's not like we have to do a whole lot of adjustment. All right, cool. So we're gonna pretend like it's the block. And we're gonna come up from the fender, we're gonna angle back, come up from the intersection of the hood, angle back, and then you kind of have to find out where the widest part of the back is and do that same angle. That's fascinating. So we're gonna get this, each one of these lines is gonna be the same length, and then we can connect them. Now that's also not the easiest thing, because this curve that we did the first time with the hood, it's got to be the same line in the back. And then the windshield leading up into the, like the roof, that's got to be the same. And it looks like they do the same thing with the wheels. So, oh, okay. No, that's not the same thing. It's the same angle. The wheels are the same angle as the rest of the car, but I think it's a thinner, I think it's just thinner. So they kind of, the thickness of the wheels almost make like a crescent moon. It looks like a crescent moon wrapping around. You can put some tread on the tire. That's cool. And I think that's it for phase two. We could show that there's like some shadow on the ground, maybe, you know, underneath. I think the phase three on this one is going to be really fun. So I think we get to like decorate. We just get to decorate the car.
Well,
And
if
this might be where you color it.
is anybody else having a lot of fun already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you make
same
mine a
here.
race car?
Guess
Right.
what? I made mine with big tires too.
Oh man, that would be. Can you imagine making it like into like a monster truck?
Right.
Have you guys ever seen what they call them, monster trucks? And they're just like huge, and they go up and down ramps and jumps, and they're like so big that they can like drive over the top of other cars.
Yeah,
I
they
mean-
go on jumps and then land on top of other cars.
Yeah. I've never.
Oh, I didn't even see your cool window.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's not in there yet. Oh, did somebody show theirs already?
No, yours. Your elongated triangle. Oh, I mean on the left. Sorry.
It's okay. I'm doing it. I'm gonna put
Finish
it in
my
there.
car.
That car's rules. That car rules. I love it. All right, I'm gonna do the windshield, and then I'm gonna do a rear view mirror. I'm gonna draw just a cube for the rear view mirror. Hopefully, we have some experience with cubes. Can attach that. You can put some headlights. Ooh, yeah. Headlights. You know, it's a toy. Maybe it can get like lit up. Put like a door handle. Do the sides of the door, put a door handle in there. Maybe I can do the thickness of the structure bars. Maybe there's a front window and a back window. Should I make it a race car? Oh, we'll give it a skylight. Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
And I'm gonna even put a second back window. So I'm coloring my windows, make them tinted. That might be a nice thing. Because not all windows are tinted, but a lot of windows have a little bit of tint to them to help with the sun.
Oh, I don't like my window. So
Your
this
window's
is
tinted,
where
isn't it? The windows in your
my-
car are tinted, aren't they, Stace?
they're illegally tinted for Maryland, but legally tinted for Florida.
Hmm.
So I had to get a note from my doctor to keep in my car.
Yes. Okay, so I just erased, I don't know if you saw this, but like the base of the car, the bottom of the car runs right through the wheels. And I don't think we want that. I think we want, we're just gonna erase that line. But I might darken the bottom line. I can add a fender. My nephew, for his birthday, he got a like a Lego race car set. And
Aw.
we did, oh, look at the gas tank. I'll put a gas tank right there. And then I'm gonna do an exhaust. Look, I did the exhaust pipe in the back. There's some exhaust coming out. So this mine stopped being a toy and turned into like remote control car, which I guess is still a toy.
Yeah.
But I gave it a gas tank. Yeah, maybe it must be like that. I'm happy with it. Oh yeah, so we did the race car Lego set, and I think that's where a lot of these ideas are coming from.
Has he enjoyed it yet?
Oh yeah, we put two of them together. There were 30 steps for each one, and he's like 5. So
Mhm.
it was kind of a lot, if you ask me. I mean, we had to think about it. We had a good system going. Like I picked out for each step, I picked out what pieces we needed, and then he figured out where to put them. So just like we made like an assembly line. Yeah, that looks great. I love that. I can't tell whether it's Kieran or Rohan, but good work.
It's Kieran.
Nice work, Kieran. Okay, I'm going to give a 2-minute warning. You can
Oh,
add,
no.
you can add racing stripes if you wanted. You can have flames. This car drives so fast. It's got flames on the side. My flames don't look very good. I feel like tires are usually pretty dark, so I'm just gonna shade some, and I didn't use any color pencils. This is all graphite.
Oh, your car is so cool.
I'm gonna put the street. Oh, is he driving? Is he driving on the wrong side of the road? This guy's in Europe.
Yes, he is.
He's a British race car driver. He drives on the left-hand side. All right. That's been 2 minutes. Let's see what we got. All right, I'm gonna stop the share. Does anybody feel like they're kind of ready? Was that Kieran that showed up before? William, let's see your boss. Replace pin. All right, William, you're up, bud.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Love the flag.
the flag is great. I'm gonna steal that
So
flag idea.
cute.
Mm-hmm. The other thing I was looking at, you know how you use the square to get the circle? You could shade like the square part around the circle, and it can look like it was like the wheel casing, or like not, you know, like mud guards,
Mud flaps.
mud flaps. That's awesome, man. That's a nice, that's a cool room. I like that rug too. All right, how about your sister? Lillian, very nice. See, I can definitely see your drawing coming together because see how they all feel like they're part of the same like toy set. It's really good. Okay, cool. Let's see.
And I like the blue. Also,
How about Sebastian's sister?
I accidentally forgot to change my name.
I know it's okay. It's okay. Yes, that's great. Yeah, your line work is perfect. I love the
yeah,
line.
that is great.
Yeah, that feels like that's just like a very solid drawing and well conceived, and you erased your construction lines and boldened the there's this idea of like drawing the lines or like almost like lines that are you like almost compose them as like beautiful things, and sometimes it takes 2 or 3 times to go over the same one. All right, Zoe with an EY. Great work.
I'm not quite done yet.
Okay. Do you want to hold it up anyway, or do you want me to go on to someone else? Let's see what phase it is. You went big on it too. That's good. The flag idea rocks. Is that a crown on the front?
Mhm.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
The wheels are really 3D. Lovely. Okay, Zoe with an IE. Nice. Yeah, that thing zoom in.
Yeah,
Cool. Yeah, keep working on it. Looks great. There's also something that like on the bottom of cars, like in between the wheels on the very bottom. I didn't do it, but sometimes there's like a little bit of a flap or like some kind of like structure bar. I feel like that might be really nice with yours if there's just like a stronger, like a repeated line. And then also the center of the circles, you might add centers of the wheels in each one of your wheels. The windows look great. The headlights look great. It looks like you're having a good time. I'm all about it. We saw Angelique. We saw Toby. Did we get to see yours? No, she's had her nose in the paper. Can you show it though?
I'm almost done, but I can show it.
Okay, yeah. Let's show because I'd like to squeeze in. Oh, you did too. No wonder it was taking so long. Lovely. Those are great. Going in those 2 different directions also creates this sense of movement, which is really nice. All right, boys, let's see what you got.
and I like the placement of the cars with the Arc de Triomphe.
Oh yeah, those look like supercharged. The car is gonna move fast. That car might need a racetrack too. I could see that. I could see you turning that page into a racetrack with other cars even. All right, how's your brother?
And then he's almost done.
All right.
Oh, zoom.
Yeah, I like that spoiler. Looks great. And then perfect. Yeah, and general rule, the tires on the tires are a little bit dark. So you can, for the most part, if you're gonna err on shading them too much or not shading them enough, I'd say shade them too much. But you want to shade them just right. Okay, we got to squeeze in this fishbowl, y'all. Let's draw the fishbowl first, and then we'll draw the fish. How's that? Screen share, and that will be plenty of time. I think we'll have plenty of time to do this. I don't think we did a one year we did a Dr. Seuss fishbowl, and that was really good. This is still pretty good. And then I'm going to leave it open for you all to, if you wanted to, add more things on the table, like wherever this countertop is. All right, fishbowl. Yeah, this is very similar to the one. All right, so this is what we want to do. We're going to start with a circle. However big your circle is going to be how big your fishbowl is. And the bottom of your circle is going to remain round, the top of your circle is going to get cut off. Hopefully you can see that. So we're going to flatten the top, and you can flatten it with an eraser, or you can flatten it with just if you had it, or you can just not draw the line at all. All right, so there's the top of the bowl, and the bowl needs a little lip. So there's always, like with glass and with basically with everything, there's always like transitions from like the bowl into like the top, and then the bowl into the bottom. There's always like these like little movements. And actually this one is concave. And I think I'm going to make mine convex, because I'm looking at this. When I say convex, watch this. I'm going to swoop up this way and then swoop up this way. I like knowing that the top of the bowl has a little neck to it. So this is me changing it because it's my drawing. I like to move things around. Oop, nope, not stop video. Hold on, I hope, okay. No, did it stop the video? Are you guys all still
Oh.
with me?
We're good.
Okay,
It's
good.
still recording.
Okay, good. All right, so I changed it. I didn't have to change it, but I decided to change it. I'm going to add a rounded base. So it's got, this is called the R, it's the foot, or it could be called the base. The foot of the bowl. All right, now what I think is the best part is that they show that there's like a thickness of the glass. So if you pour sand inside the glass, it's not going to go right up against the bottom. It's going to leave a little bit of a gap. So I'm going to draw the bottom of my sand separated from the bottom of the bowl. And then there could be some rocks in there, different sizes. We could also do textures, like just like dots, make it feel like sand. And I'm going to shore up some of my lines, make them look beautiful and consistent. Then I'm going to put some seaweed in there, but I'm going to move it over to the side so I can still make room for my fish. I'm pretty sure that's what this
I'm
artist.
done.
Wow.
Who said that? I couldn't see it.
Me, Zoe, with an IE.
Zoe with an IE. Were you finished with your car, or were you finished with your
Fish bowl.
I got you, crushing it. I can still see you. You want to turn your screen on? That's marvelous.
Oh,
Marvelous. All right, so there's a shadow on the table. Maybe I'll put this on top of a small table. I'm making legs at the table just by using the idea of the blocks that we just did. So I drew the front of the legs, and then I went up and to the right, up and to the left. And now I'm seeing the legs at the table, which is kind of cool. Wow. All right. There's also a couple of highlights. You ever drawn like on a bubble? You can like try to draw a bubble where you draw like these like highlights on the side. I think it would work. I think that'd be appropriate for this one. The artist gives these little hatch marks, which kind of suggests that it's glass, like it's a little reflective. And then I'm going to switch over Hopefully you guys are in good shape. But I'm gonna switch over so we can at least see. You can invent your own fish, but this artist gave us a how to draw a fish, and I think we have time to do it. Yes, we do. I know we're drawing so fast, but it's kind of nice to draw quickly. Yeah, I'll put this down here. I'm gonna do a practice fish. All right, so it looks like the artist begins with a center of the fish. And then, either comes from the front. It goes to the back. This is an interesting strategy. I've never drawn a fish like this. And then it goes from the front and it crisscrosses exactly at the intersection. Wow. Now I think it's a matter of just adding these details. Look, I mean, it's so there. You've got the circle for the eye. You have the pupil, I should say, and the iris. Big eye on this fish. There's a mouth that looks like it zigzags out. There's a separation of the gills, excuse me, the scales from the face. And they've got some gills underneath. So just kind of casually, drawing things that I know are there. So there's a teardrop fin. It's kind of like a mohawk shark fin. Another fin at the bottom. The tail really does need to have some thickness to it. And if it's going to swim. When I draw fishtails, I usually make them pointy. This one is not quite as pointy. Now I'm going to move over to phase 3. And this artist really did do a nice job of kind of fixing it. I'll keep phase 2 and phase 3 on the same page, but my goodness. She does all the scales.
Yeah. Was there a comment or a question? No? Okay.
Oh, look at those fins. And then the scales are like shingles on a roof. So as long as you get one row of these U's, then you just follow the middle of the other to the middle to middle to middle to middle. And then it's middle to middle to middle to middle to middle. And you just keep repeating it. So since we did the separation between the face and the scales, then you just start from the middle.
I'm done.
Finished. All right, cool. Let me finish these scales and then we'll look at it because I think we've got to be getting pretty close to the end of class.
20 after. I'm sorry, 25. Oh, 28 after.
Wow. Man, the fins were taking longer than I was expected. I might make my fins bigger. And when I say fins, I mean scales. Sorry, I keep saying scale. I keep saying fins, but I mean scales. Nice. You don't even need to erase the original box.
At my other co-op,
Yeah.
this week we're gonna have a crazy hair day. I'm gonna have a mohawk.
I've always like thought about having a mohawk for Halloween and I've never done it. Maybe this is the year. Okay, so let me quickly, I'm just going to turn over. I know it's kind of small, but I'm going to make it. I'm going to start with the center. And then come from up and across, up and across. Add that tail. And the eye. Mouth. Fins. 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 Scales. 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 Gills. And then bubbles. I drew that so fast. I drew that thing so fast. I don't think I've ever drawn a fish so fast in my life. So this strategy obviously works, you know, like it gives you all the parts. I mean, it has all the parts of fish, especially if you're drawing kind of out of your imagination. It like can remind you of all the things you need to include. All right, I'm gonna stop the share in a second so we can see. I just can't believe look how nice it is. I love my fish bowl. I may have gone a little quick, but we packed it in today, people. That was good. I'm glad we drew so many things. All right. Last chance to look at the fish. Do you want to take a screenshot? Let me know.
Can I see your car really fast?
Yes, hold on. And then I'm going to give everybody one more chance to see the fish bowl
Okay.
before you want to take a screenshot of that. And then I will show you my car and my fish
Love.
bowl.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, let me stop the share. I
Okay.
want to see everybody's stuff and then we'll roll out because it's 1:30 already. Gosh, the class goes by so fast. All right,
And
who's
we
up
have a
first? Toby, you're up
question.
first.
Kieran and Rohan, you have a question or a comment?
Or just give me a thumbs up.
What time is it?
It's 1:30.
We're going to do this quickly.
Toby, can we see where you are so far? On your the playroom floor. I'm titling it The Playroom Floor. Yes. All right, groovy. That's
Fun.
wonderful composition.
Fun,
All right,
fun.
Rohan, Kieran, you're next. Can I see yours, boys?
Oh, happy.
Yeah, it's a really nice page. Wonderful page. I love the labels too.
And I like.
All right, how about your brother?
Floating.
Nice, full color. Full color.
Hold that nice and still. Got it.
Great
Thank
table.
you.
Yeah, I think using the three-dimensional legs, like the blocks for the legs, was a good idea. It seems to work on everybody's piece. And if you guys have a comment, please play it. Then Zoe with the Y is up.
Hold
Do
on,
we
one
with
second.
why?
And
3,
okay, I'm done.
2, 1.
I think.
Perfection.
Okay, I'm done. And done.
Okay. No
I
pressure.
didn't color my seaweed, but I did do this.
Oh,
Oh, yes.
I wanted
that
to make
a,
the rainbow so it was like coming out of like you know how a dolphin has a hole? I
Mhm.
wanted it to be like I didn't like a dolphin like the blowhole. That's
Yeah.
what was supposed to be coming out.
Shooting rainbows.
Yes.
so we hold that up again, if you
Great,
will.
great
Hold
idea.
it.
And it's like a fighter fish, aren't they called?
Yeah.
We've
And a
sketched
little
those
bit
before.
toward you. Great. Whoop.
That's gonna be a
Nope.
happy, that's gonna be a happy, whatever they're called.
All right,
aquariums.
so you gotta hold that up again, really, really quick. And I better be quick, right? And freeze it. Aha. Thank you, thank you. I got it.
Okay.
All right, Zoe with an IE, you ready? Angela, you're next, and then we'll finish off with Lillian and William. We'll close it. We'll close it off. I don't know if Zoe's still there. It's always dramatic. The camera's gonna open. Angela, maybe in the meantime, you want to show yours? Who knows? Zoe might have had to go to lunch. Replace the pin.
Oh, hi. Hi. Cute.
Yeah, I love that desk.
Yeah.
I assume it's a desk. I love your characters too. Good. It's starting to work. It's really starting to work. All right, Lillian, let's see yours.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the whole package. Oh my gosh, that fish looks
Yeah,
like he.
and I like your table with the back
table.
legs shorter than the front, showing dimension. Nice.
If you look at it in one,
Perspective, rather.
if you look at it in one way, it looks like the big fish could have jumped out of the fish bowl. I know that's not what you meant though. All right, William, let's see. How'd you do? You guys are on mute, by the way. Oh man, you really filled it out. Yes.
Oh, wow. Hold
Yeah,
that
all
nice
those
and
characters.
still. And
Your
you
fish,
got
your fish has jumped out. I love it. You can put some like water droplets behind him, like he's coming up, jumping out, and then jumping back in.
Yeah. Are you sleeping in the picture?
And then can we see the bottom? Can we see the blocks again? Yeah, it's such a nice font. Okay, who's that? Kieran? Rohan, you want to show yours?
I didn't finish mine. I just.
Nice job, William. Oh yeah, we saw it. Looks perfect.
Mr. Trevor,
Yes, sir.
how many lessons of art lessons do you have to do in one day?
Tuesday I do 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're 2 of 4. Wait, what's today? Monday, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just 4. It's not so bad. I mean, it's really nice because I mean I get really talented kids and everybody is like really loves to draw. So that's my favorite thing to do.
Trevor,
It doesn't feel like
I'm
work to me.
I'm showing mine because I think it's a cute bug.
Oh, yeah, it's a night. Yes,
Is that a
Lacey,
buggy? Is that a buggy?
looks like a punch buggy.
Yeah, no punch buggy back.
Right,
Anyway,
that's
that was so much fun. Thank you so much, Trevor.
Oh, you're welcome, Stace. Everybody have a great week. And you're such a nice class. So I really appreciate everybody working so hard. And we'll see you next week.
See you next week, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.